The keeper of the quiet well. The road bent more sharply than usual that evening. Not suddenly. The tavern never does anything suddenly without reason, but with a slow, deliberate curve, like an old friend clearing her throat before speaking. When the door opened, the night air carried the scent of stone after rain, and there she was. She stood beside a low circular well built from pale rock worn smooth by centuries of hands. A lantern burned near her feet, though it hardly seemed necessary. The well itself shimmered faintly, as if remembering every question ever whispered into it. "Still walking, Lion?" she asked, her voice familiar in only a way time can make. I smiled. "Still standing guard, I see." She laughed and came closer, her movements unhurried. Like me, she was long-lived, not immortal, but patient enough that the difference often feels academic. Her hair had silvered slightly since last I saw her, though her eyes remained a deep and steady green. "Come," she said. "You brought the tavern with you, didn't you?" "It rarely leaves me behind," I replied. The tavern settled beside the wall as though it had always belonged there. She was the keeper of the well of knowing. Not knowledge, knowing. The difference matters. People once traveled great distances to sit at its edge, to ask not for answers, but for understanding. The well did not speak, it reflected. What it gave depended entirely on what one was ready to hear. She poured me water drawn from it, clear, cool, tasting faintly of memory, and I poured her a drink from behind the bar, something warm, something grounding. She accepted it with both hands. "They don't come anymore," she said quietly, and I did not interrupt. "They say I'm a story," she continued, "a myth, or that the well is useless, that it doesn't give clear answers, that it asks too much in return." I watched the surface of the well ripple gently, though no wind stirred. "It hasn't changed," she said, "but the world has." "Yes," I said softly, "it always does." We talked for hours about how people want certainty now, not understanding, about how answers that require patience are dismissed as broken, about how wisdom has grown quieter, not weaker, just less willing to shout over the noise. "They want instructions," she said, "not reflection." "They want speed," I agreed, "not depth." She stared into her drink. "Sometimes," she admitted, "I wonder if I should leave, let the well become what they think it is, a relic, an empty place." I shook my head. "Do you remember the tavern before it walked?" I said. She smiled faintly. "I do. People once stopped coming," I continued. said it was too strange, too slow, too quiet. And now, she asked. And now, I said, it appears exactly when it's needed, often by people who didn't know that they were looking for it in the first place. She considered that for a long time. The well glimmered. The night deepened. Stars wheeled overhead, patient as we were. Do you think the future still has room for places like this? She asked. For wells that don't explain themselves? I met her gaze. I think, I said, the future will exhaust itself chasing louder things, and when it does, it will remember how to listen. She exhaled, a sound halfway between relief and grief. Then I'll stay, she said at last, even if I only guard it for a few who still believe. For a few, I agreed, raising my mug. She smiled properly then, tired but real. When the tavern finally stirred, preparing to move, she walked with me to the door. Will you come back? She asked. I always do, I said. She laughed, the kind of laugh that echoes in stone. As the tavern stepped back onto the road, I looked once more at the well, still waiting, unconcerned with its reputation, and I thought, not for the first time, how many of the most important things in this world survive not because they are popular, but because someone chooses to stay with them anyway. I carry drinks. I tell stories. She keeps the well. And between us, quietly, we hold space for a future that still remembers how to ask.